Greetings, everyone. Brett here with Hammerhead Model Making, back with another 5-minute review. Today we're going to be taking a look at the USS Livermore, a Gleaves class destroyer from Dragon in 1/350th scale. Now, I got to be honest with you, this kit came up on sale on Sprue Brothers, and it's been in my wish list for a while for one simple reason. It shares the same name as the town that I grew up in. Now, it is not named for the same person of the town that I grew up in. Nevertheless, it's a rather uncommon name, and so I just couldn't pass it up. It was just meant to be. And I'm kind of glad that I did, though, in the end, because I think this is quite a nice looking kit. Now, I have a few Dragon submarines in my stash. I have not yet built any, but this is the first time I've built a Dragon, or not the first time I've built, but the first time I've taken a look at a Dragon ship. And I'm very impressed with this kit overall. It's got some very nice details, very crisp details in a lot of places, a lot of small parts that other kits of this genre wouldn't bother producing in plastic. And it does come with some photo etch as well. So it's a fairly encompassing kit, and I think, at least initially to my untrained naval subject eye, it looks pretty good. You do get a couple of duplicate sprues in here. This is like all of the 5-inch guns, I assume. And it's interesting, and I don't know much about the Gleaves class destroyers, but it looks like it's got both enclosed 5-inch mounts and open 5-inch mounts. Of note is this particular little like canvas cover thing that looks really nice, especially for considering the scale. You get a lot of superstructure stuff, and I like that it's all separate parts. So they're able to do the molding well, as opposed to have like solid parts for the superstructure. You do get this nice like textured pattern on some of the walking surfaces. So I assume it's some kind of like, metallic tread or something built into the decks of the ship, and it looks quite nice. Lots of little parts in here, lots of superstructure parts, especially considering that this is not a large ship. I suspect that because this isn't the only place you'll see funnels, even though the ship only has 2 funnels, I suspect there's probably multiple option parts in here, depending on if it's like a late war, early war type thing. So I'm sure there's going to be unused parts in here. Nevertheless, the parts all do look nice, especially like the life rafts here. I'll zoom in on those in just a second here, but they're quite nice looking, better than any I've seen at this scale. So yeah, definitely a pleasant surprise upon opening this kit. I mean, I was going to buy it and build it anyways, but even more so, I'm excited to do it now, just seeing how nice the kit is, how much detail is in here out of the box, and how well the plastic has been rendered in the scale. You also get a couple of photo etch forming molds. That's what these kind of triangular parts are on the side. It allows you to essentially get the correct shape and bend out of a couple of the photo etch parts that I'll show you in a little bit. So that's nice. Bending jigs are always like a welcome thing. Here's another doubled up sprue that has all of your like 1.1 inch guns, 20 millimeter guns, torpedo launchers, and again, like the guns are quite nice. Multiple parts, including gun shields and separate guns, like more well detailed than I've seen other versions of these types of armament. It does come with a nice chunky plastic base. Again, better than some of the like really cheap flimsy bases that come in other kits. So, and it looks like it's probably designed for multiple, like really generic. You get clear searchlights. Again, something I wasn't expecting. Quite nice. And there are a couple of parts in here I'm not 100% sure. I think these might be some kind of like splinter shield that goes in the deck. You get a set of photo etch for all the doors. So all the doors are separate. So I suppose if you wanted to pose some of them open, you could do that. You also get another photo etch here with ladders and stairs and various other little bits and pieces around the ship. The prop guards that go on the outside. You get a set of decals for the ship's numbers, as well as like all of the anti-slip tread stuff that would go along the deck. Just, that's a nice addition. I really like that. And then finally you get pennants and ensigns. I got those right. Instructions appears to be rather typical Dragon. A little busy, but if you take your time and really take your study each step carefully, I think it shouldn't be too difficult to work your way through that. and then you get a painting and decal placement guide. So this will be a fun one. It does have a camouflage pattern. So yeah, final thoughts on this kit. I mean, I think it looks fantastic, and out of the box, it'll build up pretty nice. The only thing that I would say that it's missing is some railings. I know you can get like generic railings out there, and I'm most likely will do that just to complete the build. But even still, out of the box, I'm extremely impressed with what you get. And considering even at full price, I think this is definitely a kit that's worth it. If you're into destroyer type vehicles, whatever, it looks like a great kit. But I'm excited just because it carries the name. So the USS Livermore. Thank you for watching. Thank you. Huge shout out to all of my patrons for supporting this channel and helping me to bring content like this to you. And we'll see you guys all on the next video. Cheers, everyone. Bye.